Why, hello, friends. Back again, I see, for some more fresh fish all up in your frizzy faces. Today, we are going to make some computers. I guess you know by the title, I guess, every time, huh? Well, try to act surprised. Today, we're going to make some computers. What? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, no big deal, but we'll have some fun. Let's make some flat screens to start. Alright, let's flip that. Grab this piece and we'll scale first. Whoa, I almost went on without scaling. Could you imagine? I'm sure my programmer would be real happy with me. Be like, oh, I get to do that all for you. We already did that one. Which is the other one? Clicked on that. Alright, a little just discombobulated. I've been doing a lot today. Did a lot of videos. Getting a little confused as to what's what. That's just what you want to hear when somebody's teaching you something, right? Right. Well, let's get started anyways. So, I'm going to do a screen first. Should be easy enough, I imagine. On the back, let's just go into edit mode with tab. We'll go up to faces, shrink a little bit. Alright. And we will just drag that out just a little bit. Just to let them know it's a TV on the back, too. It's not kidding around, right? Maybe a little bit more. Get the idea. Most TVs do something like that on the back. On the front, we could do the same thing, but it's going to make these little lines down the side. As you can see, they're basically invisible. So I think we'll be okay to do it on our screen. So let's flip to edit mode again. We'll grab this face, and we will go like this. Go up a little bit. And then we will just shrink it just a hair. Okay? The reason we do that is we're going to want to have a spot to put some buttons probably on the bottom. So we'll just push E to move this in. When you're happy, click left click. Okay, we have ourselves a TV. Something that looks like a TV. Or a monitor. A monitor is what we're making. Sorry, my bad. Alright, let's grab this, drag it up a little bit. Let's make another block. Another cube. We'll shrink it down. Okay, this time we're going to go to edit mode and we're just going to grab the sides. We are going to turn this off and that on. Click off. And we're just going to grab the edges, sorry. Edges are going to work better for what we're doing. Control B. Okay, stop there. Let's put some more bevels in it. That will probably work for what we're going to do. So tab to get out of edit mode, and we'll shrink this a little more. Okay, you're getting there. A little more this way. A little more this way. There's a few different ways screens can go. Sometimes there's a piece that goes up the back and holds the screen from the middle of the back, and sometimes it's directly underneath. So you can choose what you want to do. I'm just thinking a little bit about what I want to do and what I want for my look, because I probably will use it as long as it looks good enough. And you know, sometimes you're going to make stuff and it's not going to look good enough and you're not going to be able to use it. It's just the way it goes sometimes. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to go a little skinnier this way and a little skinnier this way. Alright, I think we got the look we want for that piece. Right, maybe up a little higher, maybe shrink it just a little bit. Okay, I think we got it. I think you get the idea. And if your screen's out of proportion at all, flip back to your screen, add edit mode, and just stretch it until you're happy. Okay? Is that the size you want? Do you want to make it a little taller? There you go. It's a bigger screen now, right? Alright, adjust my mic a little bit. Make sure you guys are good. What should we do down here? I think we need the same shape, so we'll just copy it with Shift D. And we'll take it down here a little bit and Let me know if you're watching these videos what your favorite videos are. Maybe tell me what so far has been best for you. I'm curious. Right. And what we were making is just something for this to sit on, right? Probably not that big. Something like that, maybe. Okay. If you're not happy with that, we can still go on the edges. We're still on edges, so just click this one, push Control left click, Control left click, Control left click. Make sure you have them all just on the top. Control B. Okay. And then take the piece in the middle. Sorry, we need to go to faces. That's my bad. And just kick it in a little bit, just to give it a better look. Okay. So now when we flip out of edit mode, it just looks like it has a really nice texture to it, right? Okay. Okay, so we've done a screen. Now if you want to change that at all, maybe you don't like the size of it, remember you can just scale it whatever way you want until you are happy and you got the look that you were going for, right? I can't tell you what you're looking for, only you can tell you what you're looking for, right? This one has to come down a little bit. Now we got it. Perfect. Perfect. I like that a lot. I'm going to keep that like that. So we just go screen down to the stand and probably use the stand for the placement for you to be placing it level. Control J. Alright. Let's just boost that up there for a minute. Okay. Alright. We'll make a square. And we're going to do the computer side of things. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the time because I got to go pretty soon. So if we have to finish up real fast, you'll understand why, I hope. So we're just going to make a computer shape. They're usually pretty square. The only places they're not usually too square is on the front to give it a little bit of styling, right? And maybe you want this to be a separate piece from your main one, in which case you would just flip out of edit mode. Shift D, and when you Shift D, just move it over here, scale it down, and you can make it an attachable part if you're making the type of game that you need to be able to unattach and attach things. So, and then we just go to edit mode. So this would just be like a real computer. You'd have a faceplate you could pull on and put it off. And that's up to you. If you want to go into this much detail, if you just want to put it on the box, that's fine too. And so in edit mode, we are going to grab these edges. Just make sure you got them all. Looks like I missed this one. Control B. Okay. And I just wanted to go a little bit, just to give it a little bit of a look on the front. Alright. Cool. It looks like we have a faceplate on our computer now. Now, I hope you guys like that. Remember not to attach anything yet, because that's just going to cause issues later. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy with Shift D, and then we're going to take our copy, just drag it out a little bit, and then we're going to shrink this down. As you already know, this is a trick we do often. Maybe go a little bit farther back in. Make sure you have the edge you want all the way around. And when you do, Bool Tool, difference. Alright, we have an empty box. Actually, let's go back. Before we do that, let's click this. Shift D. Okay? Just for we have a piece to replace it with, okay? That's all. It's already sized perfectly, right? So, go ahead and rebool that. Sorry about that. Sometimes I don't always think ahead. And I'm just going to hit S just for a hair of a second. Okay. And when we make this super thin, this will be, oops, our door. Okay? Okay. Perfect. We can also do something else with this, but let's first and foremost use it for our door, and then second off we'll use it for some other things. So let's move it back, Shift D to copy it. Let's move it in. It looks like I got off my axes there. If that happens, just reset it and just recall it again, right? Because this can also be a motherboard, okay? So if you want it to be your motherboard, just move it in there. And maybe we'll get a little more into depth on that a little later. But just as a precursor, we'll put our motherboard in, okay? Okay. Let's work on this on the front. We're going to have to put some shapes in here. Shift D. Okay. And we will just take this down like this, and then we'll hit S for a minute, let it go down like this, and then we'll go like this. Okay. And we're just going to do that, okay? And what that's going to represent is if you want to put a CD player look at the front of it, if you want to have some sort of panel at the front of it. Most modern computers nowadays don't really have these panels anymore, but it's going to depend on the era that you're looking to make your computer. So there's two ways we could do. We could punch a hole out for you can see the hole around, or we can leave it like that. I think we could just leave it like that and it would look pretty good. Or Shift D, we can hit S, let it shrink a little bit, wheel this out like that, and then we'll smush it, and it could be our CD drive. Okay? Okay. And I think it looks pretty good. So I'll leave that up to you if you want that piece. You don't have to if you don't want to. We could do a few other things up here. We could put a fan, we can do a few other things, but I'm just going to stick to the basics in this episode. If you'd like to see something a little more in depth, please ask, and we'll definitely give it a try. I can't make any guarantees, but we'll definitely try. So we'll add a few buttons to this top of our computer, okay? So we're just going to start off with the cylinder, hit S. Alright. Shrink her down. Okay. And this one, shrink a little bit more. Bring it up a little bit more. And I think we are going to make a hole for this one. So, first decide if it's your only button. Usually there's a power, and sometimes there's reset depending on the model. So let's just do 2 just per se. We'll go down here. We'll look for the opposite axis, which should be this, I believe. And I apologize if I'm incorrect, but there we go. Okay. Grab the second one. We're going to Shift D again. Move them up. Okay. Then we're going to take these two. We're just going to hit S, grow it a little bit, hit S, grow it a little bit. Okay. And then grab both. Grab the case. We're going to bool from the case. And you're going to want to hit the top difference. And we should be able to bring our buttons in. As you can see, there's a little gap around it. So it's just going to make it look a little sharper. And you're going to have to decide where you want that look or where you just want a smooth look like on the front. Okay, what else can we do for you guys? We got our computer case, so maybe we'll just go with that for now, and we'll color everything. And in our next episode, if you guys would like, if this series gets popular and I get lots of thumbs up and likes and subscriptions from it, I'll make another one just to make it more enjoyable for you guys. But let's color this together. We'll show you how to put some colors on here. Okay. Gonna hit colors. And what pieces do we have here? Let's grab our face. So that's what piece we have. We're going to want to leave that one. So let's get out of edit mode. We'll grab this. Okay, we're going to have to join some things. I forgot about this. Okay, so let's join everything together for coloring. I left click, then shift left click to click anything else. And we're just going to join it all. Join this for now, I guess. Yes, let's do it. Control J. Alright. Now when we go to coloring, we should be able to color it all at once. So let's assign one color for everything. Let's make it a grayish. I'm not sure if it colored it. Oh, I guess it did. Let's try a different color. I can't tell. I made it almost the same color it was. Heck have I done here? Not sure what I had done with that color, but it didn't seem to be working. Sorry about that, guys. Let's just do... let's make it green. Oh my, I'm sorry, that's what's going on. I'm in the wrong shader. Just go up here and change this if you paint point shader. I'm sorry, I made like 20 videos today. I'm just a little tired. Imagine it's been changing the whole time and I'm just being silly. That's why I could not figure out what's going on. Happens though. Happens to the best of us. Alright, let's make these. Let's go back to edit mode and click off everything. L over this, L over this. Let's make these a different color. I don't know what color. It's not going to be a permanent color. It's just putting a slot for you can give it more colors later. So let's just give it a new color of, let's make them red buttons for now, okay? Just where they stand out and we can kind of get the look we're going to have. So maybe you want to make this face a different color as the rest of that. So we'd go L over that and we'd hit plus, new. And we would make it blue, per se. I don't know what color you want, but we're just going to give it a color slot for now to speed this up because I'm messing up so bad. Alright, let's highlight over this, and we will give this that black we desire so much, but could not see. Alright, perfect. Okay. Maybe you want this to be the same color, maybe you don't. So we're going to hit L. And now, when we give this a new color, you can make it the same as the other one, or you can make it something different if you've got a different idea. And it can help give it a new look, or just different look. Just whatever you need, right? So you're going to see a lot of multicolored things in Blender, but they're just assigning slots, basically. Okay, that's colored. It's looking pretty good, I'd say, right? Hopefully you agree. Oh, there's our motherboard. There we go. Going to slide this off the side while we move the other one down for coloring. Alright. And aren't they going to be a handsome couple when they're all finished together here, guys? Alright. So let's click on that. Let's go to coloring and edit with tab. Make the main base color of this one black, because most screens are. Alright, very good. So we'll do this one. We'll add a second color to it and push new. And we'll assign it more of a gray color because it's going to be steel. Okay, that looks pretty steel. We'll go to this one, we'll push new, and we'll make a new one for this one that is a screen color. Let's just call that our screen color. Okay, and we have everything colored. We have our computer. So again, if you'd like to see more computer videos in the future, you, sir or ma'am, are going to have to give me a thumbs up and like, and maybe make a comment saying, could you do a more in-depth one? Because I don't really know what people are into, and I'm just trying to help others get to where they're trying to get to in their project. But I thought maybe people are going to want computers for their games, so right. Okay, so like, subscribe, thumbs up. Don't forget to watch my other videos. I just released one on Fishton, A Town to Remember, a game that I released on Steam. So if you'd like to check that out and show me some support, I'd really love that too. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.